Hey everyone, Fatty from Packer Punch Traders here. Just want to make a quick overview of the day and my few trades that I had. We'll start off with the main one that put me green on the day. It was actually kind of a poor trading day today. We'll get into it, but MDVL here, best play for me of the day. Didn't expect to have anything with it. I didn't even put it on my watch list. I just saw it pop up on the scanner. It completely failed to break down. And then I saw it kind of holding around the mid twos where that initial breakout was before it had that red day yesterday, or the break, and then it finished red. But we got that failure to break down, almost set up perfectly like a multi-day bounce, but didn't trade it that way, of course. But in my situation, I was seeing it fail to break down, and I was taking a nap. I did analyze this thing right before I was taking a nap. Um, Woke up out of nowhere, saw that this thing was holding 250, and instantly just started moving. And from there, I didn't really do much thinking, just instantly smacked 1,000 shares market price, market order, and it rounded up to 271 entry on this perk here. And it was the fastest trade I've ever had. This thing just took off right away. Um, as I was getting it, it was taking off, and pretty much. And from there, we got a quick move to three. And from there, I was just debating if I wanted to wait any longer to see if it would get to the 320-ish, not 320, 330s resistance from yesterday. But I was thinking about it. I'm up nearly 300 in about a minute, and I think it's good. I would be green on the day. It's everything I wanted. It didn't work. The day didn't work out the way I wanted, but I will be grateful for what I get. And in this case, market order dumped it again. Ended up getting out at 303. Made another move higher. Could have made another 10 cents. But hey, not bad. Not complaining. 320 bucks all in the matter of a minute maybe, if that, just within these two candles. So yeah, it definitely was a minute. But yeah, definitely in at 12 out of 1201 time wise. Um sorry, 59 out of 12. Yeah, it was literally just a minute. It was fantastic. But it really had to make up for a couple of stupid trades. Not even that stupid. The way I traded them were stupid. The patterns were fine. I just sized in a bit, and it kind of fucked me today. Another attempt at IMTE today. Thought it would, right out of the watch list, right out of the video lesson yesterday. Just failed to break down. Was looking for that high break over 772. We got it. Consolidated for a bit. Had a weak push and then just failed from there. Gave it too much wiggle room for the size I had. Not even for the size. It's not like I had great size. I just was initially risking the 60 area here, and then I decided to give it a little bit of wiggle room to see how it would hold red green and the low here around 4.5. Um, yeah, it was just a headache of a play. Should have sold into the bounce here. Didn't. Ended up failing, taking a stupid loss on it. Let me get into this. Um, so yeah, that one, unfortunate, $130 loss. Didn't need to take that at all. Um, but what are you gonna do? You make mistakes, you learn from it. This one didn't work out. Should have just had smaller size. And then we had where is it? ATER, beautiful gapper, breakout play, right out of the watch list as well. And video lesson last night going over this. Just didn't do what I wanted. The volume really wasn't there. Was getting in when I saw this failure really break down. I saw it come back. I did recognize we did have lower highs, but the fact that it held here and came back right back to it, to those highs, I was thinking this was a momentum shift and that we'll get the short squeeze I was looking for to test 8 in no time. Did not happen. Volume didn't really continue. Much more selling came through and ended up being a horrible trade. If we look at this really should have just been a short position. We should have just changed the colors of the arrows here. But yeah, I'm getting in right here, and once it cracks the day low, I see the chart as broken, which I was right for thinking that. We ended up just tanking from there, $1 pretty much, angle short wise here. But yeah, so that was a disappointing play. Never had the volume to continue, and that's really all it was. Just the lower highs. I got faked out with the hold of this play. I saw some long wicks on the 5 minute. So I thought we might be accumulating here, but just didn't have it in it. If we look at the volume here, we have this little bump here where I was buying, but we can see it's not enough. It's some of the lowest buying it had all morning. So you combine that with the price action of the lower highs, you get a better idea that this was actually going to fail, and I should not have been entering. Should have been more attentive of the 5 minute and 10 minute and 15 rather than just sticking to the 1 minute, which I did go through, but I don't know how I didn't recognize it, if we're being honest. It's just me being emotional probably in the moment, thinking this is the play, it's a beautiful breakout. How is this not going to go? This is how. Exactly how. Doesn't need to do what you want. And I was talking about that with IMTE yesterday. I'm like, this thing might bounce, it might not. Who knows what happens with this thing? And it ended up not working out. Even though the pattern is showing up a bit, it just doesn't have enough momentum to really make it totally happen. So definitely a disappointing day. MDVL helped. Also had a small loss on CASA here. Emotional trading. This one, it was the smallest loss, but my most disappointed trade because this is not a pattern of mine. It was still red on the day. I was waiting for the red to green move in 718 previous high daybreak, right out of the watch list. Was one of my top plays, but or actually it wasn't a top play, but I did think this might do something if it failed to break down. But it just didn't happen, and I was trying to anticipate that red to green move, making these higher lows. You gotta wait for the key levels to break for it to give you better odds. Like this could have worked out, but the odds down here where I was buying, considering it's still red on the day and below previous high day, I'm thinking it might not necessarily might not do it, is going to need to show me more. The odds just aren't totally there. But once we start breaking red to green, getting more bullish action with some strong volume, the odds are much more in your favor at the price level up here. And forget, risk reward. You'll get your risk reward. It'll consolidate. It'll work out. But you don't need to try to get the best entry to see it take off and whatnot. There's gonna be enough meat on the bone if you are just patient. So just take your quick gains. Don't need to get greedy, trying to get the bottom and the top and whatnot. Take the meat of the move and just move on. And that's kind of the lesson today. Like these two trades, the first two, IMTE and ATER, kind of emotional in different ways. I had emotional trades all in different ways today. The first one gave it too much wiggle room. The second one should have recognized the volume and price action of the trade and not even gamble a small amount. Doesn't matter even that it's a starter. Save your money, and I don't need to store this crappy trade in my mind, in my data. I don't need it. So even these small starters, I should just be ignoring. Same thing with CASA, a small starter, trying to see what happens. Ended up failing. If it wasn't for MDVL, it would honestly be a horrible day. Just barely green today. So I will take it. But some solid lessons on being emotional and just letting things set up. Because, for example, we'll go back to MDVL. It's not a perfect pattern of mine. I was already on it. This isn't necessarily a pattern of mine. I was just trading the momentum. But by being at the right place at the right time and not forcing it probably somewhere up here where I would have been if I didn't take a nap, I would have probably got stopped out here and would have got the rib. But when you're at the right place at the right time, you really set yourself up for better plays. I didn't do that today. Um, Nothing was really there, and I was trying to force things essentially with giving it too much wiggle room or whatnot and taking too many trades today. So I'm kind of getting rambling here, just disappointed with my trading today. But it happens. It's part of the game. What are you going to do? Just going to take the lessons of being emotional today and move on. So that's that. Hope everyone had a great day. It was a bit of a slower day. So congratulations to most of the shorts out there. There's a lot more tanking than spiking from what I've seen. But well, yeah, I'm talking too much. Hope everyone had a great day. Follow us on at Pack-a-Punch Traders on Twitter. I hope it's not up on here. Uh, Definitely check out the watch list I'll have out later. The video lesson I'll post on there as well. And then like this video if it was beneficial at all. Subscribe to our channel for more content like this, and check us out on tradecaster.com for low cost live streaming. Besides that, we're in the works of making a cheap small guide. Besides that, those three are our services right now. So use it all up. Have a great day, and let's get ready to attack the day tomorrow much stronger.